What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 5 of NoFap. The time is 8:50 a.m. I am currently a little livid about this morning because I've had I got a sale. That's something to celebrate. But I got a customer. I had quite a morning. I had a customer complain constantly. I've been back and forth with a customer, but she hasn't been getting my email, so I sent her an email this morning from a different email, not my business email, and she's been complaining that she hasn't gotten her package yet, even though I told her, hey, this is the expected time you should get your package, and she's complaining right here. This is the time that you should expect to get your package. She's complaining here. And her latest emails basically said she's reporting me to some bureau that I am a scam, that I scammed her. To which I didn't reply this, but I was like, fine, go for it. I've done nothing illegal. I've got all the receipts. Go ahead and report me. This will be more of a headache for you than it is for me. Go ahead and report me. You have to fill out a bunch of stuff. I just have to answer somebody and say, hey, here's the receipts. Here's all the stuff. I've done nothing illegal. If you have a problem, and I wish I could tell her this to her face. I wish I could tell her this by email, but I told her, hey, if you have a problem, it's probably USPS or my service provider, which I am in contact with, which I am contacting, saying, hey, this woman's asking about her order. Where is it? I am in contact with these people. As for USPS, I'm not in contact with USPS because they're huge. And I've looked at their tracking. They said that it is in a facility near your address. So it ain't on me. So I don't know why you think I'm scamming you when it's packaging. It's either packaging or shipping. That's something that's going on there. I don't know. I've tried to find out for you. I don't know, but go for it. If you have a report, go for it. Report me. It's going to be more headache for you. So I had to deal with that. Then, as I was on my way to the gym, some woman, so there's 2 lanes, and I have to merge because there's construction going on. You can clearly see the codes, you can clearly see the construction, you can clearly see that the 2 lanes are going to become 1 lane because of the codes. I'm ahead of this woman, and I signal so that I can merge, right? And I'm ahead of this woman. And between the gap of 2 cars, I'm ahead of this woman. I want to merge, as I would, because I don't want to run into a cone. I'm like this close to running into a cone, and she speeds up and decides she wants to cut me off. Now I'm halfway in her lane already. So she goes into like a turn lane, like a 2-line, the yellow lane with the 2 lines. She goes into that lane just to get around me. And I look at her go by, and she looks like the saddest lady ever. I'm telling the truth. This is a middle-aged lady that just does not look like she takes care of herself. And she looks at me with just like, what am I doing? And I'm looking at her like, what are you doing? I don't know what you're going through. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you must be going through something rough. Because if you're I'm going to be honest here, if you're at that age and you haven't found a man, bro, that's a yikes. So if you need to find any kind of attention from anybody, I get why you did that. But at the same time, it wasn't logical. If you had hit me because you were behind me, if you had hit me, I would have taken your plate down and I would have sued you. Which, is it really worth trying to get 1 car ahead? Is a possible lawsuit? So that was my morning. I was livid about it. Now I'm just like, you got other problems. But yeah, my morning has been interesting to say the least. However, I do know that this could be a test to keep frame, to not be emotional, to think about it logically. And logically, I don't even care. Like, logically, she's gone. You know, I'm here. I made it to my destination. I didn't get a scratch on my car. So logically, it doesn't matter. And logically, I don't have to deal with that. Like, if the bureau comes knocking on my door, I'm going to show them my receipts. I'm going to show them I'm a legitimate business. So I've got nothing to fear. And even if I have, like, even if I had cheated her, I would have something to fear, but I don't. If I had scammed that woman, I don't. I mean, I do. If I scam that woman, I do have something to fear because I knew that I was scamming her. But I know that I'm not scamming her. I have the receipts. So, by all means. So this is a good opportunity, is a good test. I had momentary frustrations. I had momentary times of anger. But I know that it's no big deal compared to what I have to deal with today, which is I'm going to destroy my body going to the gym, and I'm going to pray and fast and read my Bible. I'm going to work on my business and see how my ads are doing. I'm going to check up on my new ads that I'm getting, see how they're going. That's all I have. I have a lot of things to do today. I have a lot of things to do today. I don't have time to worry about that. I don't have time to worry about things that I know I'm right in. Those things have passed. I'm working on the present now. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to that. It definitely felt better to get that out of my chest. But for now, I'm going to work out. So after that, I'll update you guys in a little bit, see how the rest of the day went. It could go great, it could go terrible. Either way it goes, I've got things to do. So check out this workout. What up, everybody? We're back. It is 9:02 p.m. I am going to give you guys an update on everything that's happened after the workout. So, after the workout, I started to feel a lot better. This morning definitely got me a little livid, but I got over it pretty quick. Because at the gym, I actually got to interact with a few people. I got to smile at somebody, which is really nice, and I got to nod at multiple people. Now that's small, but at the gym that I work out at, nobody talks to each other. There's people, everybody. I'm not exaggerating. Everybody's got their earbuds in or headphones in. Nobody really talks to anybody. So, getting some nods from some guys, getting some smiles from some girls, it's nice. And then I ended up talking with a much older gentleman who complimented me on when I was doing my leg curls. He complimented me. He said, "That's a lot of weight." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And he's just like, and I actually got a chance to encourage him. It's just like, "You could do it too. Just keep training. Keep training." So, yeah, it was that picked me up. Picked up my spirits, and I got a second sale. So that definitely boosted my day for sure. I went home, had a great time, had a protein shake, sat down, read my Bible. Really good stuff today, and Just focused on my work, focused on analytics, looked at my, I got to respond to the person that's trying to, I guess, sue me or contact the bureau about me. She hasn't contacted them yet. I sent her an email saying, hey, listen, here's this email that I sent. Here's the last email that I sent. We appreciate you for letting us know that our emails aren't going through. Here's the last email that I sent you. And she said she's going to wait a week before she takes any action. And I told her, well, I told her, here's the time span that you're supposed to get your product. If you don't get your product within that time span, I will guarantee you a full refund, even if that product ends up arriving way later. I will guarantee you a refund and I will give you a discount. That was my guarantee to her. She hasn't responded to that yet, but I decided to be more civil about it. I wanted us to be on the same side. So I told her, listen, I'm frustrated too, because I want this to get to you as soon as possible. If you don't want it, we'll send you the details, but you can send it back to us totally fine. Just know that I will give you a full refund if time passes. If it gets to you on time and you still want a refund, you're gonna have to send it back. And if you send it back to us, totally fine. You just take a picture, send it back to us. We'll give you the information on where to send it to. And after we confirm that we've got it, by all means, we'll give you a full refund. So hopefully she responds to that well. But yeah, being on realizing that, hey, you're on the same side as your customer. You want your customer to get the product that they paid for. So yeah, that livid morning turned into a pretty good morning. And then throughout the rest of the day, I was just doing work, looking at my ads, seeing what was doing well, a bunch of stuff. Doing my hourly push-ups, and that was great. I started feeling lightheaded towards the end of the day, which I am glad I'm going to eat at midnight. Once midnight passes, I'm going to break my fast. But something that I instead of fasting, I was reading my Bible. I was reading my Bible instead of having dinner. I was reading my Bible. Every time I felt hunger, I was like, well, it's Bible reading time and prayer. And I feel a lot closer to God, but more importantly, I came to the realization that there are so many things that I have yet to give up that's causing me. I didn't get any urges to get today. Why? Because I deleted I got rid of two of the main sources of urges for me, which was Reddit and TikTok. Like I said a few videos ago, I curated TikTok so that it was more personal for me. It had a lot of inspirational stuff. It had a lot of Christian stuff. But at the same time, when I was on that platform, it was the temptation to look for those things. Not that they wouldn't appear by themselves if I was just scrolling through TikTok. But it gave me the temptation to look for it. Not scroll by it and hopefully find something, because that was never going to happen, but to actually look for it. And when I realized that, I deleted it. I completely deleted it. I didn't want that. Same with Reddit. Reddit was great because I could talk to other people on NoFap and see what other people are doing in NoFap, but it gave me the temptation to look for that stuff. And what if I have that temptation to look for it, I don't want it in my life. So I got rid of Reddit and TikTok, and it has helped so much today. So yeah, that's my NoFap for today was easy because I removed the sources of the urges, not even the sources of relapse, the sources of urges, just the urge itself, and being able to recognize that. Being able to analyze, okay, like I have these urges, or I'm giving into these urges. Why? What's causing this? What is the cause of this? And for me, it was Reddit and TikTok. It was any kind of like media. So like, I don't know if I would call it social media. I would say it's like a media platform. Reddit's a media platform. TikTok's a media platform. For me, YouTube's also a media platform, but I don't see any of that stuff. I don't get urges from YouTube. YouTube's generally a pretty family-friendly place. Generally, it also depends on what you look up. but I never got the urges from YouTube. But if those urges come up, I'm gonna get rid of it. And but the biggest ones were Reddit and TikTok. And I noticed today I just didn't have any urges at all. I had urges to eat, of course, but it's also, that comes from fasting as well. That's the thing that I noticed about fasting is when you can voluntarily give something up that you need, you can definitely give something up that is not serving you well. And for me, it was Reddit. For me, it was TikTok. So yeah, it's been a very good realization. I think fasting is definitely something that I want to make a regular part of my life. Certainly not like every weekly thing, because then like I'll be eating it for like 4 days, only 4 days a week, which was kind of crazy. But I definitely want to set aside a time for fasting. I think practicing fasting is going to be nothing but beneficial in my life. That being said, I've thought about breaking my diet, and I think I'm going to go through with it. I think I'm going to go through with breaking my diet for a little bit. Plus, my parents are coming in 3 days, and more than likely I'm going to break my diet anyway, because I'm going to go out and eat with them. I'm going to be a dutiful son, and I'm going to talk with them, and I'm going to go out and eat food with them. So I'm going to break my diet then. And then by the time they leave, which is maybe like 3 or 4 days, hopefully, and then I'll probably either go back to my diet or just either go back on my diet or just say, hey, this is the limits of my diet. I kind of do want to bulk more. I do want to have intake more calories. So, I'll come around. I'll get to it. I'll think about it as I'm going. It depends on the effects. I know that when I have carbs, I'm way more lethargic. So, I think it's just having more balance in my diet, not having too much carbs. But we'll get around to that when I get to it. Let's get to your questions and comments. Mike, you can boost both your calories and your protein with cheese, yogurt, other dairy, beans, peanut butter, and nuts. Actually, Mike, I actually would have a spoonful of peanut butter after I have my steak. And there's a little bit of carbs and sugar in there, but not enough for me to break out of ketosis. And I was having meat most of the time anyway, like 80 to 90% of my diet I want to have to be meat, at least when it comes to the carnivore stuff. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. I also had nuts as well, peanuts, unsalted peanuts. I love unsalted peanuts; they're so good. But yeah, that is a good boost to the calories. But I intend on maybe following through with it. We'll see what the future holds. But I thank you for your suggestion for sure. Nobody answered my questions, man. Nobody answers my questions. I want to know how you guys got to NoFap. But other than that, that's all I got for today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing push day. It's going to be push day. So it's going to be back and biceps, which is going to be awesome. I love back and biceps. I didn't used to before, but now I do. I like back and biceps. And we're going to be checking up on our business. It's going to be day 2 of our new ad sets. We're going to look and see which ad sets are doing well. I haven't made a sale on any of them yet. I only made a sale on my one ad set worth $60. Or 2 sales on my ad sets worth $60. So I didn't break even today. I would have broken even if I didn't have those testing ad sets, but it's important to test those ad sets. And I think some of them are actually doing really well today. I might be able to scale them up. Hopefully it'll go well. If not, we'll kill them. My new ads are currently being worked on. I hope it works. I hope it works out. It's all just hoping it works out. But I know in the end, I hope right now, in the present day, I hope those ads work out, and I hope my ad sets worked out. In the future, as I get better and better and better at the business, I know for a fact it's going to work out. So I still haven't heard from the manager yet. He said he wanted to meet me. I told him I'm free, and I told him I'm on the West Coast, and he hasn't gotten back to me. He or she hasn't gotten back to me yet. So I'm a little worried. I might send a follow-up email just to be sure. But I've also been submitting myself for a lot of short films and stuff like that with the strike going on, which is really annoying. But I understand why they're striking. With the strike going on, and I'm definitely on their side. With the strike going on, it's hard to, like, I'm not seeing much work. And I think this is on purpose, honestly. Like, I truly believe this is on purpose. I think this is, like, everything that God does or anything that happens in the world is a part of the grand design. And I would not have gotten into business, I don't think, if I don't think I would be this deep into the business world if this strike wasn't happening. Because now I need a source of income. But definitely the strike has been not a big part, but definitely a small part in me diving deep into the business world. So all things work for good, you know? If this is the path that God wants me on, then I'll do my best to be on it. And if he sends me back into the entertainment world, I'll go back to the entertainment world. Wherever he wants me to be, I'll be there. But I'm definitely feeling a lot more effects of self-improvement. Like I'm definitely feeling the path of self-improvement currently with everything that's happening in my life right now. And I think the gratitude, like I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy that I fasted for these 3 days. It has been phenomenal for everything, every aspect of my life, my business life, my NoFap, my spiritual life, especially my spiritual life. It's been fantastic, and I definitely want to make this a habit. And I encourage it for every single one of you. I encourage doing a fast, whether you're spiritual or not. It is really good to be able to deny your everyday needs to make room for something more important, or such as Christ and God as a Christian. But if you're not a Christian, it gives you more time to focus on your work or something that is essential to you, something that's very important to you. So I encourage fasting and making a habit of fasting. So yeah, but not too long. My hands are actually feeling kind of like tingly. So I loved fasting. I also can't wait to break my fast and celebrate, because it is a celebration. It truly is. To break your fast, to fast is a celebration. To break your fast is a celebration, because you're doing something good in fasting. And when you break your fast, you're celebrating that you've done something good. So, yeah, it has been an amazing journey. I highly recommend it, and I encourage everybody out there to try it. But other than that, that's all I got for today. Thank you all for watching. Stay strong, stay focused. I'm with you guys. I know you guys are with me. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.